What's up, guys? Hey, we're back, Corey and I. We're here for some more Tesla talk. We're going to do another little podcast for you guys. Last time we looked at the Model Y when that came out. We kind of built one up. But now the Cybertruck came out. And Corey was super into it because he was looking at the Rivian, the Atlas, and all that. But we both put a reservation for the Cybertruck. We're pretty excited for it, so we're going to dive in. We're going to look at our thoughts, and let's go ahead and take a look.
Let's take a look.
All right, guys, we are here on the Tesla Cybertruck page. It is tesla.com/Cybertruck. So, Corey, first thoughts, look at this. When this rolled up on stage, what was your reaction?
What the heck is going on right now?
I thought he was playing a joke, and I thought the pickup truck was either going to, this was going to fall off, and then the truck was actually going to be
Wouldn't that have been cool? I think that's what he should have gone for. This thing pulled on stage, I said, all right, it's going to sit here for probably about 3 more minutes, and then he's going to be like, all right, just kidding.
Nope, it was not a joke.
It was not a joke.
I thought this was a Humvee coming out or something. But yeah, look at this. Very bold.
Very, very bold. When this thing pulled out, I was like, this is exactly what he meant when he said it's not going to look like anything you've ever seen before. And man, was he right. I'm looking at all the renderings on the websites thinking, oh man, all these renderings, they look horrible. And then this thing pulled out on stage and I was like, huh, those renderings didn't look half bad.
It's so funny because, yeah, those renderings looked great, and this doesn't even look like a pickup, really.
It doesn't look like a pickup truck at all, and I think probably for the first 5 minutes of the unveil, you're sitting there like, where's the bed of this truck? How does this carry anything? It looks closed on the back end. Is this just like a hatchback?
I was thinking Humvee or Hummer almost, but futuristic, but...
Definitely futuristic.
So, look at this exoskeleton. Look at the shape here. It is strong if you guys saw the unveiling of it, smashing it with a sledgehammer. How about those windows, though?
Oh my gosh, my mouth dropped as soon as they threw that ball at the window. I was at a loss for words, for sure.
They should have stopped at the first window.
Should we try it again for the second one? Yeah, why not?
But anyways, this exoskeleton, let's talk about it. Like I said, it's super durable, which is crazy because you can park to anyone and not worry about door dings.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? I can buy this brand new car and park next to anybody. If they throw their door open, if anything, it's going to dent their door.
Yeah. Stainless steel, structural skin, and then once again, the Tesla armor glass. But of course,
I think they have some work to do on that.
Yeah. Prototypes never go as planned, and launch events as well. What do you think about these wheels real quick while we have the side view?
It was really interesting. I feel like if a truck buyer buys it, the first thing most people want to do is put their own type of wheels and tires, customize it a little bit to themselves. And I think that these tires are very prototypish, where the wheel is kind of molded to the shape of the wheel's molded to the shape of the tire, where you see the humps on the actual tire. I don't think you're going to end up replacing these tires. I think you probably put something on, maybe like a name brand that people know well.
Reminds me of an all-terrain.
Very all-terrain.
Aero drive. or aero wheels. All-terrain version.
All-terrain aero wheels that aren't quite aero.
But yeah, once again, here's another picture of the exoskeleton. I thought this was going to fall off, like I was saying. The real car
I thought this side was going to fall off. What do you think is going to happen? A lot of people have commented, this is like one piece. What happens when...
Oh, that's...
I mean, it could get dented, but I mean, they just proved that it can't really get dented. But then what does that mean for when you get in a car accident? Is the thing like rock solid, and what takes the impact now?
Well, you're right. And, body shops. I'm thinking of repairs because I just got into that accident.
Exactly.
A lot of welding or anything. But yeah, like you said, where's the crunch zone? Because that's what makes Tesla safe. Before there was a big crunch zone.
Exactly. So it's going to be a super tough car, but I mean, it's got to live up to the safety standards as well.
It was an interesting color that they brought out there. It looked like it wasn't even painted.
And it's not painted. It's raw steel.
Exactly.
Cold rolled steel. And they said that this is how it was going to be released. So I don't know how I feel about every single one of these rolling out onto the road looking exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. No side view mirrors, as you can tell over here. But those LED lights, I appreciate that. And here's a better shot of the windshield. The Tesla armor glass.
Super interesting. You can tell that it's a prototype just because there are no side view mirrors. There are no windshield wipers. I know a lot of California regulations don't even allow you to have like a light bar above a certain amount of inches. So
Oh.
that'll be interesting if that even makes it into production.
Yeah, so that you bring up a good point about being put in production because they have what till late 2021 till they say it's going to start production. So they have lots of time to start making
And
adjustments.
that's what I think. I think they're going to probably get a lot of feedback from the masses, and I think this sketch of what we see is going to change probably over the next year till we get final form. And I think it might look a little bit more like a truck, or it might look just like this, but with all those safety standards, those windshield wipers, those mirrors, which will change the look of it just a little bit to make it seem
Exactly.
a little more lifelike.
Yeah, concept cars they always roll out with that kind of stuff. I don't know if you remember, but the Model X when they first came out, they were proposing that there's going to be cameras on the side view
Exactly.
mirrors.
Yeah, and the Model X when it was proposed, it had that old front fascia of the Model S, and
yeah.
that completely changed too. So
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah,
that was
I
ugly.
hope that it takes a little bit more form of Tesla that we see on the road now.
Yeah.
But who knows? He might surprise us.
Well, let's look at some more pictures. So, Corey did have a truck before. So, look at this liftgate, which is very interesting because it can actually be a ramp.
I'm excited because my truck, whenever I'd load my dirt bike into the back of the truck or load the ATV into the back, I'd always have to go to the garage or make sure wherever I was going to pick it up, if I was going to a shop, that I bring the ramp with me. How great is it to have a ramp built into the back of the truck? I mean, it lowers down, it makes the approach angle to loading the vehicle
there you
that
go.
much easier. It's like simple, and just that kind of thought that goes into it is key.
Oh, for sure. Look at this. Is this gonna be a Tesla kit? That's pretty interesting.
That'll be one of those add-ons you can grab on the website.
And then this storage box, this vault-like storage you're saying.
They call it the vault.
And if you've seen the video of where it retracts,
That seems like a point of failure.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as the unveil and that thing started opening, I think I lost my mind and I was like, no way is this thing opening electronically and has a motor on it. And then, I mean, it's cool. Definitely gives you a lot more space to load stuff than a regular truck bed just because of that extra added height. But I'm excited to see something like that.
And then real quick, let's stay on this picture as much as we can. Here's the interior. They're keeping that Spartan look, no dashboard behind the wheel.
So you know what I actually found out is we were talking earlier today that dash is possibly like marble or something.
Yeah.
And I found out that it's not marble.
Oh.
It's a paper.
Oh, so airbags will come out
So
easily.
airbags could deploy through that easily. And that was one thing that we discussed earlier. We're like, how could they put a marble dash inside of a Tesla? That doesn't work. That must be prototype. But in the test drives, there was a lot of people asking that question. And yeah, it turned out to be a very nicely finished paper.
Oh, who knew? Very economical.
Yeah. They said lightweight.
Oh, there
Which,
you go.
I mean, there you go.
Well, you got this nice stainless steel. It looks like a heavy car. The battery, of course, is. But let's look at the performance. This is just insane. Once again, electric cars are known for their torque, and that's super important when you're towing vehicles and everything. So this is right here, the top. 2.9 seconds and up to 500 miles of range.
2.9 seconds, 500 miles per. I wonder if these specs that they're giving are towing specs, or if
Definitely
I'm just
not.
driving this truck around town.
Definitely empty. Because that's what they did with the semi-truck.
Exactly,
Their
yeah.
top specs were unloaded.
Where it's like, I would love to take this truck and hook up a trailer to it and go tow it across the country, or even tow it 300 miles knowing I've got 500 miles of range. But does that 500 miles of range now turn into 250 as soon as I hook up the max payload trailer of 14,000 pounds to it?
Oof, yeah. Now, the biggest question for me was, wow, a heavy truck, 500 miles of range, where's the XS and 3 battery that's like this right now? They're saying the Roadster is going to have 600 miles, and if it can fit on a tiny Roadster, I'm assuming you can fit a battery like that on a Model 3. So,
Endless possibilities.
when's that battery coming out? Because
everybody's looking for more range.
Exactly. Here's some specs. So it comes into 3 different motors. You have the single, dual, and the tri. I didn't even know I could pick one for the order now, and it was already on a single motor.
So So that's the one. That's the one you ordered.
Yeah, because I just wanted to be the first one to reserve and try to get a
Right,
good...
get number one. So I actually ordered the tri-motor all-wheel drive. I mean, why not? It was only $100. I'm sure a lot of people looked at that price that maybe were kind of iffy, and they're like, "Oh, $100? Yeah, no problem. I'll throw that money down right now. I've got 2 years to decide whether or not this truck is for me."
Yeah.
And so I was actually so ambitious. I hit that tri-motor all-wheel drive. I clicked order, and the website was frozen.
Oh.
I saw the spinning wheel of death, and I said, "Oh no!" I refreshed the page, and I tried again. I refreshed it. I tried again, and then I was like, maybe it's the debit card that I'm using. Let me try a different one. I went and tried a different card, and then it finally went through, and I was like, yes, I got the reservation.
What happened this morning?
And then I woke up this morning, and I had 4 reservations sitting on my profile. I was like, what the heck just happened? So for a couple minutes, I had 4 reservations.
So if you're following Corey on Instagram, you can go ahead. He's going to give away 3 of the Teslas.
Actually,
give him a like and follow.
Credit to Tesla. I went ahead this morning and clicked refund on all of them, and it was probably by 3 o'clock this afternoon. I got refunded on 3 of them, and I still have 1 of them sitting in my account. I chose the one that had the lowest number on it. So
there you go.
Hopefully I'm that much closer in line.
That's crazy. So real quick, I pulled up these 2 tabs because just get the good price points. You have single motor at $40.
That is crazy. You cannot even buy like a Ford F-150 spec'd out to the same thing. You're going to be paying probably $52,000, and it's like you're getting fully electric, no more gas stations, and you're getting these amazing towing specs. Like, what more could you ask for?
And I'm looking at what's standard: autopilot and adaptive air suspension. So another big question that pops up in my head: is the price of the Model 3 Standard Plus or the Standard gonna go down? Because it doesn't have adaptive air suspension, and this is at $40,000. So with 250 plus, I'm hoping that the Model 3 continues to go down with the production of these, because I think this is more, would you say, expensive than a Model 3?
I mean, I feel like it depreciates the value of the Model 3 when you put the specs better than it at almost the same price. It's like a car that's probably twice as big if you look at it, and it's the same price.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, this probably means leaps and bounds for the Model 3, and they're going to be coming out saying, hey, we can do this with the truck, so we're going to add this much range to the Model 3, or hey, we're putting the same battery packs in the Model 3 now and creating this 500-mile range Model 3, which would be amazing.
All right, so real quick, we're going to go over just not all the specs, but just highlight a few of them. The single motor is 0 to 60 in less than 6.5. For a truck, insane.
Fast.
Yeah.
Sitting that high off the ground, fast.
Ground clearance, if you're thinking about off-roading and everything?
16 inches. That's a ton of ground clearance. You could definitely go out to the desert, go over some rocks and boulders without scraping the bottom.
Look at those angles.
That, if you want to go climb up some hills, you're set, because 35 degrees approach angle is plenty to clear that bumper.
Now the bed is 6.5 feet.
6.5 feet. That is like a standard length bed, so that would be, I mean, Ford comes out like with the long bed, which is an 8-foot bed. So 6.5 feet is what most truck consumer people buy.
So if this is, to spec, just look how spacious the cabin is.
Absolutely.
If you look at some of the people who did a
test drive in it at the unveil, I mean, the videos were just showing immense. It looks like the back seats would be crunched with the way the rear slopes down.
Oh yeah.
But in the video, there's so much room inside. There's so much leg room, front and back seats. So I mean, you can't complain.
You're making me mad because I wasn't able to go to the event because I reserved within 2 hours and I was on the wait list. Well,
that would have been awesome.
Screw me. Anyways, dual motor, guys. Look at the towing capacity, how they increased from 7,500, 10,000 with a max. Corey was saying 14,000.
14,000 pounds, plenty of towing capacity to get most of the weekend warriors out to the desert, having a good time for the weekend. And I think definitely for most people that live near a desert, 500 miles of range with 14,000 pounds of towing capacity, that'll get you out there, have your fun on the weekend, and then get you home without having to touch a charger.
Oh, for sure. And once again, tri-motor truck. Dude,
2.9 seconds. That is ridiculously fast.
And this kind of range, 500 miles, you know,
if Tesla can keep true to that, I mean, they're unstoppable.
You know, weird presentation.
Definitely.
Not the best.
But I mean, it's what you've come to expect from a Tesla unveil.
Right.
It's kind of a...
Can't argue with the results, though.
Exactly.
You know, when I first looked at this right here, I was like, ugh. The more I watched it, though, it was kind of growing on me. More thinking about it today, given a day for it to kind of sit on it.
I mean, think about it in 2 years. When there's flying cars in 2 years, it's going to look normal.
All right, so on the order now page, you have the option to go between the three. Once again, it's 40 to 50 and then all the way to 70. So, but if you look at Ford Raptors and, you know, fully souped out pickup trucks.
Ford Raptors, fully the same towing capacity for a Ford F-350, you're looking at close to 80,000, 85,000 to get that version. It's like,
oh yeah,
they're still beating that market, and hopefully with the capability that they say this truck has with an air compressor on board, with 110 outlets on board, with 220, it's like you could take this thing to a construction site and power all of your power tools.
Right.
It's like no other truck, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, whatever, has any of that.
And then you have these options and the self-driving.
Now, I didn't choose it. I went back and I took it off because I have self-driving, full self-driving on my Model 3 right now, and it's not a thing. It doesn't exist.
I'm never a fan of buying something that doesn't exist yet.
So I mean, my Model 3 is amazing without the full self-driving yet. So it's like,
yeah,
what's gonna? I don't need it to drive me on city streets.
So, real quick before we end, I want to talk about how this might play a factor with Model Y sales. Because some people are going for the Model Y to be a crossover, maybe some more space, but still stay reasonably priced.
And now they have this.
Yeah, without going to Model X prices. Boom.
Now you have this, which has more space than a Model X for the price of a Model 3.
Model Y what?
Yeah, exactly. Is this just going to make everybody forget about that?
Let me know what you guys think. Leave in the comment section below. But
hold up. What about the ATV?
Oh.
That's a whole nother thing. It was like...
Do they have the sale price on that?
That's what I want more than the truck right now. I'm like, does it come with the truck? Because that'd be sweet.
Did you see the specs on the ATV?
No.
Okay. I got to show you before we end.
There's a place that actually shows that.
There's...
Awesome.
Look how fast this thing goes. All right, where is it? Tesla ATV. Let's click this first one. It's going to be on theverge.com. Ooh, I don't see any specs right there. Anyways.
But I mean, crazy, where he's like, this unveil's done. Oh, wait, I got something up my sleeve. Check this thing out. I mean, it pulls into the back of the truck. He plugs it in. This fully electric ATV is charging. When did they find the time to build this thing while they're building?
Right.
Well, they're in full production of Model 3, now designing and producing the Model Y, and they've got now this truck.
Yeah.
And, hey, we'll just throw in an ATV. Yeah. So, I mean, even if we don't have the specs on it, I think that thing's going to be...
Yeah, maybe they don't have the specs, but...
It's going to be awesome. Hopefully...
Still fun. It's an electric motor.
They actually sell it. Hopefully it wasn't just like a...
Well...
It's going to...
Did you just read it? It's going to be a Cybertruck option.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, it might come with it.
Hey, so if you don't want to buy the autopilot, full self-driving, you could just buy the ATV instead.
You know what? I don't go off-roading very much, or take it to the grocery store.
It'll look good in the garage, I'll tell you that.
Right, no shame. So if you guys want to go ahead and do a down payment or deposit today, it's only $100, which is crazy because Model 3 was $1,000, and once again, it's fully refundable.
If anything, I think probably Elon's trying to like gauge the room. How many people really think that this thing is cool? I mean,
exactly.
$100? Yeah, I think it's cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, I said I
called you on the phone during the unveil. I said, Francis, we're not getting this thing. And then as soon as I saw the price on the reservation, I'm sure Elon was just smiling, sitting back on the couch like, haha, got him.
He said, you're getting available now. I went straight to the website.
Boom!
Pulled out credit card. Boom.
Take my money. You heard a couple people shout that during the unveil. Take my money.
So production is going to go late 2021 as far as configuration. And then the tri-motor all-wheel begin in late 2022. So we still got some time. Lots of things can change, but those are our initial thoughts. Do you have any closing statements, Corey?
No, I'm excited. I hope these next 2 years fly by so I can see what this thing transforms into.
Yeah, me too. Like, I know I still have a car payment, but I want it.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah. So Model 3 that I have right now, 2 years. I'll have it for 3 years by then. I
Sell
can
it.
trade that in and get
Exact-
the truck. I'm already
Exactly.
thinking about how I'm ditching the Model 3 for this thing.
And if you guys can't wait for this truck, go ahead and use my referral code or Corey's in the comment section below, or I'll leave it there for you guys. If you want to order a S, X, or 3.
Or Y.
Oh, it was Y there too?
Y is there too.
Oh, S, X, 3, or Y if you want to be sexy with us.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Use that below. We would greatly appreciate that, guys. And once again, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hey, we'll see you next time.
Peace. We're back.
What's up, guys? Hey, we're back, Corey and I. We're here for some more Tesla talk. We're going to do another little podcast for you guys. Last time we looked at the Model Y when that came out. We kind of built one up. But now the Cybertruck came out. And Corey was super into it because he was looking at the Rivian, the Atlas, and all that. But we both put a reservation for the Cybertruck. We're pretty excited for it. So we're going to dive in. We're going to look at our thoughts. And let's go ahead and take a look.
Let's take a look.